What separates a great sprinter from a legendary one? This video breaks down two elite women's 100-meter races, analyzing Thompson-Herah's late acceleration and Schippers' explosive start. A must-watch comparison of styles and strategy.
Will it be Nigeria's night? The Bahamas, St. Lucia. Here's your start list. The women's 100-meter final start list, lanes 1 to 8. And the whole of Alexander Stadium are anticipating fire here this evening. Super fast times were done in qualifying. Only one athlete went under the 11-second barrier. That was England's Daryll Neita. The fastest qualifier will start in lane number 5. Well, the pyrotechnics go off. Natalia White of Jamaica, 10.97 seconds this year, qualified with 11.17 seconds in the semi-final. The 24-year-old will line up in lane number 1. In lane number 2 for the Bahamas, Tynia Gaither, a semi-finalist at the Olympics last year, also ran 11.17 seconds in the semi-final. The Bahamas being represented in lane number 2. In lane number 3 for Nigeria, Rosemary Chukwuma, Commonwealth Relay bronze in 2018, 10.99 seconds at her best, just outside 11 seconds to qualify for this semi-final. Lane 4, Elaine Thompson-Herah, the fastest woman alive, 5 times an Olympic champion. She starts in lane 4. A huge roar for Daryll Neita of England in lane number 5, the fastest qualifier, 10.90 seconds. The second fastest British woman of all time starts next to Thompson-Herah in 5. In lane 6, Julien Alfred of St. Lucia, second fastest in qualifying for this final, 11.04 seconds, 10.81 at her best. Lane 7, Zoe Hobbs of New Zealand, a semi-finalist at the recent World Championships in Oregon, 11.15 to qualify for this final, just shy of her lifetime best. And completing the lineup in this women's 100-meter final, she'll start in lane number 8, Grace Oku-Ocha, the Nigerian national champion. 11.06 in the semi-final, 10.97 at her best. So the women's 100-meter final, White, Gaither, Chukwuma, Thompson-Herah, Neita, Alfred, Hobbs, Oku-Ocha of Nigeria. Silence falls across the Alexander Stadium. The final event here at 10:15 here in the UK. And will it end with gold for Jamaica or England or Nigeria? 8 athletes, 1 race, 1 Commonwealth gold medal. Absolute silence.
Set.
Well, it's a clean start, it's a pretty even start as well. The Nigerian going well in lane number 3. Thompson-Herah, though, the Jamaican running well in lane number 4. Elaine Thompson-Herah takes the gold medal here in Birmingham. 10.95 seconds. The 5-time Olympic champion, the 100 and 200-meter champion in Rio and Tokyo at the Olympic Games, the athlete that had never won.
Ya ganó en el año 2014, de hecho ganó el 100 y el 200, y bueno, pues su gran objetivo del año es el doblete 100 y 200 en los Juegos de Río, algo que ya consiguió otra holandesa, ¿no? Fanny Blankers-Koes, que logró, bueno, 4 medallas en los mismos Juegos.
Yo no sé si lanzar una apuesta al aire, al vuelo. Decía la propia Dafne Schippers que su compromiso era ganar aquí en casa, en Amsterdam, pero que también tenía en mente, ¿por qué no?, batir el récord de Europa en poder de la francesa Christine Arron con 10.73,
Bueno,
conseguido en Budapest en el 98. ¿Por qué no? Ya pedirle un poquito más a Dafne Schippers.
claro, eso ya sería una auténtica proeza, ¿no? La marca de Christine Arron es además el récord de los campeonatos, pues lo hizo en Budapest en 1998. Bueno, es un récord caro, muy caro.
Muy caro. De hecho, Schippers tiene como mejor marca 10.81, estaría a 8 centésimas de segundo.
Claro, es que solamente 3 atletas en la historia del atletismo europeo tienen marcas por debajo de 10.80, Christine Arron, Irina Privalova y la propia Ibel Lalova.
Exacto. Schippers tiene 10.81, la quinta en ese ranking histórico continental.
La quinta igualada con, bueno, Merlis Gore. Tampoco está mal, ¿no?
No está nada mal, no está nada mal. Cambucci, la suiza, que también va a contar Mujinga Cambucci. Y aquí pueden ver a la británica Desiree Henry, que va a correr por la calle 5 en la calificación. Ha conseguido esa marca de 11 segundos y 9 centésimas. Atención a Ivette Lalova Collio, la búlgara, plata, como apuntaba Gerardo, en los 200.
Sí, bueno, vamos a ver si consigue la Loba subir al podium en el 100. La verdad es que completará un grandísimo campeonato. Yo creo que lo tiene complicado, lo tiene bastante complicado, especialmente con la británica Henry. Entre ella y la propia Lalova son las atletas que van a estar luchando por la medalla de plata, pero en semifinales se vio mejor a la británica Desiree Henry.
Esta es la alemana Tatiana Pinto, una mujer de 11-19.
También ojo con esta alemana, porque ya dio la sorpresa en semifinales imponiéndose una de ellas.
Y la británica Asha Phillips, dos británicas, Desiree Henry y Asha Phillips, calles 5 y 9 respectivamente.
La velocidad británica siempre está presente, tanto en hombres como en mujeres. Es una de sus fuentes, ¿no? del gran potencial del atletismo británico.
Qué cuerpo el de Dafne Schippers.
Bueno, vamos a ver no solamente si gana, si además si ese anuncio que hizo de intentar batir el récord de Europa lo consigue, ¿no? El de la francesa Christine Arron.
Una mujer que, recuerden, viene del heptatlón, Dafne Schippers.
Sí, bueno, medallas importantes en su palmarés en heptatlón.
Última carrera, se hace el silencio. 20.000 espectadores callados para ver la final de los 100 en la categoría femenina.
The women's 100 meters has always been a stage where greatness is measured in fractions of a second. And two races, the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham and the European Championships in Amsterdam, offer a compelling comparison of dominance shaped by different contexts, pressures, and styles of execution. Through the performances of Elaine Thompson-Herah and Dafne Schippers, we see how elite sprinting can manifest in distinct yet equally commanding ways. In Birmingham, the narrative centered on legacy. Thompson-Herah entered the Commonwealth final not just as the fastest woman alive, but as an athlete with something left to prove. Despite her Olympic dominance, this particular title had eluded her. The field ensured that nothing would come easily. Daryll Neita had shown exceptional semi-final form, while Julien Alfred brought one of the fastest times of the season. Athletes like Rosemary Chukwuma, Zoe Hobbs, and Natasha Morrison added further depth, creating a final where any mistake could prove costly. The race itself reflected that tension. The start was clean and highly competitive, with multiple athletes matching each other stride for stride through the opening phase. But as the race transitioned past 30 meters, Thompson-Herah's defining quality emerged, her acceleration into top speed and her ability to sustain it. Her mid-race surge was decisive, not just physically, but psychologically. Where others began to tighten under pressure, she remained relaxed, her mechanics efficient and powerful. The victory was not merely about crossing the line first, it was about completing a legacy. She didn't just defeat her rivals, she answered a question that had lingered over her career. In contrast, the Amsterdam race unfolded with a different kind of pressure. Expectation from a home crowd. Dafne Schippers entered as the clear favourite, carrying both the weight of national hopes and the confidence of a season-leading time. Unlike Birmingham, where the spotlight was shared among multiple global stars, Amsterdam positioned Schippers as the central figure from the outset. From the gun, Schippers executed with authority. Her start was explosive, immediately placing her ahead of the field. What followed was a demonstration of controlled power. Her stride length and frequency combined seamlessly, allowing her to build and maintain speed without visible strain. While her competitors attempted to respond, the gap she created early proved difficult to close. The final 40 meters showcased her signature strength, holding top speed with remarkable composure, even as others began to fade. Comparing these two races reveals a deeper understanding of sprint dynamics. Thompson-Herah's victory in Birmingham was built on progression, an evenly matched start, followed by a decisive phase where her superior top-end speed separated her from the field. It was a race of timing, patience, and perfectly executed acceleration. Schippers' performance, on the other hand, was front-loaded. By establishing control early, she removed uncertainty from the race. Her dominance came not from a late surge, but from denying her competitors any opportunity to challenge in the first place. It was a display of command from the very first step. Another key distinction lies in the psychological environment. In Birmingham, Thompson-Herah faced the pressure of expectation tied to her legacy, competing against a globally diverse field with multiple threats. In Amsterdam, Schippers carried the emotional weight of performing at home, where victory was not just desired but expected. Both athletes responded to these pressures differently, yet with equal effectiveness. Ultimately, these races highlight two pathways to sprinting greatness. One is built on the ability to rise within the race itself, finding another gear when it matters most. The other is defined by immediate control, where dominance is established early and never relinquished. Together, they reinforce the enduring appeal of the women's 100 meters, a race where style, strategy, and psychology intersect in the pursuit of perfection.